Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. I continue my series on Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which are the four Gospels, and the first four books of the New Testament. I'm in chapter 8. I'm going to dive right into the verses. Chapter 8, verse 1. Jesus went to the Mount of Olives, and early in the morning he came again unto the temple, and all the people came unto him. And he sat down and taught them. And the scribes and the Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery. And when they had set her in the midst, they said unto him, Master, this woman was taken in adultery, in the very act. What? Did they pull the man off of her or her off of him? What were these perverts doing, monitoring this woman to catch her in the act of adultery? Did they do this because they hated Jesus so much that they set up this poor woman? What were they doing? It had already been stated in prior verses that they were out to arrest Jesus. In chapter 7, the temple guard, who recognized what he was saying as truthful and prophetic and that he might be the Messiah, refused to arrest him. So they were fervent with hatred towards Jesus at this point. So now they've created this situation to yet again try to get him, to test him in the public eye, to arrest him. Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned, but what sayest thou? So yes, they're testing Jesus. And let me read to you from Deuteronomy. I believe it's 22. Yes. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die, both the man that lay with the woman and the woman. So shall thou put away evil from Israel. So I ask you, where's the man in this situation? Why wasn't he brought to the temple to be shamed and put to death? They just brought the woman. Who was the man? This they say, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down with his finger and wrote on the ground, as though he heard them not. So here, they've created this drama and put this woman's entire life at risk, so they could entrap Jesus. Jesus is like, do, and he's writing in the dirt. Now, what do you think Jesus might be writing in the dirt? Maybe he's writing Deuteronomy 22:22, basically asking them, well, where's the man? But it's interesting that in Jeremiah 17:13, it says, O Lord, the hope of Israel, all that forsake thee shall be ashamed, and they shall depart from me, shall be written in the earth, because they have forsaken the Lord, the fountain of living waters. the fountain of living waters. Jesus had just said at the temple during the festival that he was the living water. And here they are betraying him. And it says in that verse, their names will be written in the earth. Maybe Jesus was writing their names. Or he could have been writing Deuteronomy 22:22. So, when they continued asking him, he lifted up himself and said unto them, He that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her. Wow. That's a mic drop moment. And again, he stooped down and wrote on the ground. You know, I bet they were curious in what he was writing. He could have been writing their names and all the sins they committed. After what he just said, that would make sense too. And they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out one by one, beginning at the eldest, and even to the last. And Jesus was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst. So the oldest, the wisest, realized what he'd said, what the situation was, and they left. The ones, if he wrote any of their names down there, or was asking, you know, what is the man's name in this situation, by putting down Deuteronomy 22:22, maybe he was a powerful person, or they had put him up to this. You know, what he alluded maybe to the details of the entrapment. And so they left. And Jesus had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman. So he was stooping down, writing on the ground, and they all left. When he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers? Hath no man condemned thee? She said, No man, Lord. And Jesus said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more. So Jesus, unlike the other men in this crowd, was concerned about the woman herself, and showed grace and mercy, and gave her a path to redemption. The world, the religious leaders, the powers that be, will accuse and destroy you. Jesus Christ has mercy and grace. And all you have to do is have faith in him, and you will receive salvation. Jesus treated everyone with equality. And he saved this woman, not only from these hypocritical religious leaders, he also made sure that he saved her from herself. You all have a wonderful and blessed day.